Alright, well, I done went around with like a whiteout marker basically, and I decided I want to pinpoint all the spots that I notice I need to rework and see what all I got to do to fix the body on this thing. And in case you can't tell, I've noticed a good bit of dings. I mean, no, they're not, it's like hail damage type stuff, man. It's just I'm trying to, before I actually paint it or wrap it, I want to make the body look good, so that way there it'll be smooth when I do go to do that. So, it's all these little spot imperfections, I call them. And I got marked out. And I mean, I'm sure anybody that knows me out is gonna ask. My arches, quarters, I've already cut those out, and I've got my patches made. I made all this by hand. So these are not, ones that you purchase and bring in. I've just got to weld them in and then skim over it to blend it into the body. And the arches, I've already cut out all the rust and put rust reformer and all that shit on it, so fixed all that. And that I'm debating on, to be honest, because I think I want to get like some fiberglass fenders, I don't know, or maybe just some new OEM. I don't know, to be honest. I'm thinking about getting some of the fiberglass fenders, man, just because, I mean, everything's already light on the Miata, but yes, baby girl, is my 13-year-old. But I think some of the fiberglass fenders with, like the ventilation, I think it would look cool. And then, TSI, turn signal intakes, I want to get those. And I'm gonna get a front lip. I'm not big on body kits or anything like that, but I will put a front lip up there. And I don't know, if I find the right style skirt, I might get a little skirt too. But I mean, there's a bash bar on the rear. The front's gonna end up having a bash bar behind the bumper. It doesn't right now, but it will. Right now, the only thing is the intercooler for that fucking turb ski up under there. And I mean, I did a pretty decent job of hiding it, I guess. I mean, considering, everything's touching the hood right under there, so yeah. And then of course the wife's Jeep that we've put it on coilovers and brand new, complete everything. Suspension is pretty much brand new on this thing. I'm going through servicing the transmission, and I got to do a timing job on it and stuff like that. But I mean, it's got a cold air intake, blah blah fucking blah, nothing special. But I mean, that 2.4 dual VVT is actually a pretty stout feeling engine. I mean, the CVT, auto trans, whatever you want to call it behind it, is fucking garbage. But I'm trying to find, my wife doesn't like manuals, she likes automatics, so I guess I'm trying to find a good, like, the paddle shifters would be great to find, so that we can both have that luxury. But to be honest, I want to find, like, the all-wheel drive 5-speed manual swap to go into that thing, make it all-wheel drive and a manual, and then put my old turbo from the fucking Miata up there, because I got the what is it, 53 trim or some shit like that, 0.53 AR turbo that I used to have on the Miata, and it spooled pretty fucking decent on the Miata. It's a journal bearing though, I upgraded to the dual ball ceramic ball bearing, blah blah blah, GTX 3071. But I think that turbo would be great on the family car, to make it an unsuspecting sleeper, get up, go, blah, blah, whatever. So my plan's in the future for it. So, yeah, I've found other lines of cars within the branding of Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge that allow me to do some badass shit. So, yeah, holla at you shortly. Peace. Well, I'm going through it, and I'm doing more and more body work to it. I done did this. I just need to get the actual putty to skim coat it. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's got like the little imperfections of the rough Bondo fiberglass mix, just like that stuff is. That's a good filler. It's a solid base, and it has a little bit of a flex to it because of the fiberglass in it, so it adheres good and has good flex that way there. It's not too bad on like cracking and breaking apart where it has the flexibility of the fiberglass, but you still need to come over with like a putty or a Bondo and skim coat, the top, just to finalize, finish it, to get them little imperfections out of it. But I mean, for the most part, I'm gonna try and get it looking half-ass decent. And then I was actually thinking about wrapping it But then I don't know what to do because, you know, the whole theme of the car is claptrap, and if I wrap it, you know, it'll probably look halfway decent. So then, like, it won't look all clapped out for the theme of claptrap. I don't know what I'll do then. Like, might have to just keep a dookie looking wrap or something on it. I don't know. Maybe leave some of these patches just rough looking and wide open exposed. I don't know. Something. Alright, I'll let you know when it's sanded. Piece by piece, I'm slowly where I gotta reskim this one, obviously, because, you know, I gotta rework. That was a major fuck up. I want to put some more in there. You can see the little divot on it where I didn't build it up enough. This one has just got them little bits of shit. Again, this fender's rusted, so I'm not even touching any of this fender. I'm just gonna replace it. And so once that door's done, this whole driver's side of the car will be completely finished, and then there's just a couple of spots to skim coat on the passenger side, and the Miata will be ready for either a full-on paint job or to experiment around and wrapping it. Fuck yeah. Alright, the final coat of the Bondo glass is up there. Let it harden, sand it down, and then the driver's side, because like I said, I'm replacing that, so the driver's side will pretty much be done. Oh, I got that little spot right there I forgot about, but I just got to skim it. Then the driver's side will be done besides putty to finish it, you know. And then on to just the couple of little things on the passenger side. And then the auto will be fucking immaculate and ready for me to make the hood. Minus, you know, those little imperfections on the front bumper, but I'm still in debate if we're going to keep the stock bumper or whatnot. Probably will, because I'm not big on the flashy body kit thing. If anything, I might do like a little front lip and a side skirt, and, you know, obviously I got a bash bar on the rear. Kind of want to, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I definitely want to make my hood too. I think I'm gonna make it forged carbon. You know, obviously it'll be fiberglass matting, and I make the, because this is my mold, so I'll use this. I'll make the base of it, and then I'll probably take forged carbon and go over the top of it with forged carbon, so it'll match the black of the car better, and it'll just look cool with a forged carbon looking hood. And then when either I paint it fully or wrap it, because I'm just going to keep it a flat black primer, to be honest, at my point. And I might wrap it. Maybe I can get a sponsorship from some wrap company and put a livery on it to advertise their wrap company and make it look dope. I don't know, we'll see. Next. Alright, well, it's ready for just the little Bondo skim coat or whatever, to fill in all the last little bit of bumps and bumps and whatever. And I think, like I said, I'm replacing that, so I think the driver's side is ready. I think actually I'm gonna skim this. It was protruding out, something had done it, so I smacked it in a little bit with a rubber hammer, because, you know, it's easier to fill it in than it is to fucking build it up. So yeah, get that, and then move on to the passenger side. Get it done up, and then claptrap. I guess we'll have to give it a new name. My wife always calls it death trap, so maybe we'll change it from claptrap to death trap. And after that, claptrap won't look clapped out no more, you know what I'm saying? It'll be ready for a nice slick paint job or a wrap. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Slowly but surely making progress, working on getting all this smoothed out. That way there I can actually paint it. Again, I'm probably not going to touch the fenders, because I'm thinking about getting the fiberglass fenders. Like this tiny little ding, I'm going to make sure it's touched. That's going to get finished out. I'm going to weld this in. I'm going to put some aluminum behind it and spot weld fill it in. This was beat up from the battery. I think I'm going to skim it one more time. Yeah, this side, you know, I completely redid this. The arch, this whole corridor, the entire shit around the door, and a section in the middle of the door. And I've got to reskim everything, you know, just to make sure it's clean and ready for paint. Again, the fenders, I don't think I'm going to do, because I think I'm going to get fiberglass fenders. And the hood, I've got a separate plan for. So, yeah, we're getting there. You know, sand it down, make sure all my little imperfections that I can pick out, you know, close up in the paint, you know. It's a good 5-footer, but I want to make it an up closer. I'll peek you back shortly. It's not finished, but it's definitely ready for me to skim coat it. That way there I can get all these last little hole, crater, imperfections, whatever. Like I said, I gotta weld that. Look at those, and I mean, everything's a bajillion times better than it was, man. I mean, they're pretty decent, I don't know. Not too fucking bad. If I might say that's a little spot I got to fill. You can see it's got a mark on it. It's not me. I think I did pretty decent on fixing all that. So yeah, hell yeah. Things have a fucking night and day difference on looking better for fucking body wise. Alright, well, alright. Trying to get it. I guess the weather's good enough. We're gonna sand it down and try and get this last skim coat and see how the body looks on her. And I'm gonna get my 16s off and get the last 2 of them painted. So I've got all 4 purple wheels and on the mount. Alright, so I'll hit you back when I do a little bit of body work. There's the stars. That is the hopefully skim coat to get everything smoothed out on clap, at least for the passenger side. Driver's side I ain't done yet, but it's just a patch on the front fender and re-skimming everything I've already done. So driver's side should be pretty easy. The passenger side, however, had just a bunch of splotches everywhere, you know. And it's probably not going to be perfect, but I mean, I guarantee you it's going to be one of the better looking fucking shit box 91 Miatas out there. So yeah, get back when I sand it down and I guess get a primer coat, or I'll check it when I sand it. Alright, well, the Miata is finally at a point that I mean, I feel a lot more comfortable with it. I need to patch just that one tiny little hole, which I'm gonna fill with weld. I mean, as you can see where it's primered, you can see the little spots. I have completely repaired this thing. I got a couple more spots right over here I want to touch just because they stand out and they're not perfect to me, so I want to redo them. But I fucking love it, man. That shit is sick to me. And I can't wait to get some tires so I can have the fucking Mazda speed wheels on the entire car, front and rear, because them 205s just hook up so much better. They ride so much better, they're just more comfortable, but yeah. Oh man. Can't forget Kenny, huh? He's a rider. Shit, ride or die. But, I mean, that's definitely a better track width and traction. That helps out a good bit there. And as you can see, the camber still eats the fuck out of my tires. I need to kind of fix that a little bit more, but I like it. We'll see. I'll let her ride like that for now. See how I feel about it. And if I don't like how it feels, or I spend way too much, which I already spent a little much, but if it's